Okay, wow, I haven't spoken to this camera in a very long time. Shake it out. That, these and those. Okay, I'm ready. So what is the crack, everyone? We're back. It's me, Eoin, we're back. It has been like surely 5-6 weeks since I've turned on a camera, so I've spoken to a camera. So I'm gonna be rusty. I'm gonna be very rusty at this. Basically, life completely changed over the last 5 weeks, and it changed so much and so much happened that I didn't even have time to document or vlog or do any sort of social media stuff. So where we left off, I'm pretty sure I mentioned, I'm not sure, I don't even know if I put it on this, but we started here in Ballysimon with Fit 100 at the start of the summer. About June we started. So from June onwards we were in business here, and things were great. I mean, we were week on week, we were increasing, we were getting bigger, we were putting out more food, we were doing tons on social media, we were growing our brand, our community. It was all going amazing. And then I got offered this contract. It was through a mutual friend who works in this business, who's quite high up in this business. Carambola is the other business. It's food business as well. They do school lunches to children all over Ireland. They do like 33,000 lunches a day. It is a serious multi-million business. So I was fortunate enough to be landed this opportunity to supply them with some food. Now, you know, for them it wasn't a massive amount, but for us it was game-changing. So we got this contract, we took it on board, and my logic was, you know, if we can get this down, if we can get this right, this will, you know, 10 times our business. It was 12x our business. I mean, it was a different level altogether. I couldn't say no to this opportunity. It was something that I really thought that we could take, we could do, and it would just be our bread and butter, and it would just fuel everything else that we wanted to do. That was not the case. It consumed the whole business, the workload that was involved to pump out that scale. I mean, we were doing hundreds of kilos of food a day, and then like over the space of a week it was like astronomical in comparison to what we had come from. So we went from 0 to 100 in the space of like a week. I had to employ about 6 people. We were at full capacity in our kitchen, which was supposed to do us for like 2 years. We said we'd never fill it. We filled it in like 2.5 weeks. We had to hire couriers, we had to do health and safety, we had to, it was just, we built this massive business over the space of a weekend, and because of that it was chaotic. It was just constant madness trying to get this product out. So we did it for about 5 or 6 weeks. It took me having to work 7 days a week, you know, 12 to 16, 18 hours a day. I would stay here until like one morning. I stayed here till like 4, half 4 in the morning. I came back in at like 6. So like that was all fine, because in my logic was, you know, this is a short-term push for like the bigger long-term goal. But the more you do it, the more that I couldn't see a light at the end of the tunnel. It wasn't getting easier. Our systems weren't improving. We needed help, we needed money, we needed everything, and it just wasn't working. And at the end of the day, that's not our business. Like, the reason I started work, the reason I started this business, this company, what I do, is because I love to cook food, I love to feed people, and I love to see the reactions on other people when they eat their food, or, you know, the convenience that we bring to them. And that Carambola business was not that. This was just mass production of food for them that was then supplied out all around Ireland. Now, it was great business wise, but it's not why I started this. And it got to a stage where I was having, you know, panic attacks, and I'd have severe anxiety. I would wake up not looking forward to go to work. Well, I would wake up with anxiety, and that for me was the final nail in the coffin, really. If I'm not enjoying what I'm doing, then why would I do it? I mean, the reason I do this is so I can enjoy what I do and help and inspire others and all of that kind of stuff, and this was not inspiring. That's not anything bad to be said about Carambola. They have an amazing business. This was my doing. You know, I'm the leader of this team, and I couldn't lead the team. You know, as simple as that. We just weren't ready. Now the good thing is I learned a lot. I mean, I pretty much got a business degree in the space of 4 weeks. Things like cash flow, you know, never occurred to me until we started this, but if we have 30 days credit with one company, then we need 30 days credit with our suppliers, because if we pay this money and we're not getting paid, then we have a problem. And we had a problem for several weeks. Things like suppliers, you know, getting the best suppliers, negotiating prices, finding staff that are reliable, finding staff that, you know, are on the same wavelength as you and follow the same ethos. And probably for myself was looking after myself. So as soon as the shit hit the fan, I completely just disregarded my own personal health. I did not train, I did not eat, I did not drink, I did not sleep. I just worked and tried to get this to work and just push the product out. And eventually, you know, in hindsight, the deterioration of my health deteriorated everything else. So when I wasn't functioning, the business wasn't functioning, and I think people around me could see that I was suffering, and it was just a bad atmosphere. I am much better now. I am sleeping more. I'm back training nearly. I have a little bit of a shoulder injury, but we're nearly there. And I'm back on the Country Munch business, and that's the most important thing. We have new meals coming out, we have new plans, we have new locations. Everything is back. So we went from like steady increase to like a 12 times spike, kind of like horizontal, and then we're back down to where we left off. But we're in a better place than where we were originally, and I've learned a lot more. So I do not regret it in the slightest. I apologize for my absence. It has been a hell of a summer. We went from, you know, a couple thousand a month to 40,000 a month. You know, I literally built a 6-figure business in the space of about 2 months. Yes, me. So that all I wanted to do was just give it a little bit of an update to where I am. I'm back. I'm going to be doing more vlogs every week. With Country Munch, things that have never been better. We have new menus coming out this week. We have a new location this week. We are, you know, doing more meals on a weekly basis than we ever have before. So I'm very lucky that we can let the carambola stuff go on the side, and it was a nice clean exit as well. We kind of just slowly tapered off the production. They found someone else, and we ended on good terms, which is what I did not want to leave on bad terms, because that's not what I'm about. I'm not here to make enemies or anything like that. But the sights are firmly set on growing this hub, this community of people of Country Munch to the next step again. You know, we've entered one arena, we got out live, and we're back and just push again. You know, you win or you learn, and I learned a lot. So there should be a new video up this week again. This is a little bit of a refresher. If you're new here, please just stick around. Things are pretty crazy. There is so many things coming up in the next few weeks, a few months. I have just a head full of ideas that I want to implement. So there's lots planned and there's lots coming. Please do subscribe, please do drop the video a like. All of your shares, your comments, everything like that do help us and they support us, and I appreciate the support. I'm very grateful for it. So that is it. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I will see you in the next one. Ciao.